It's they say time flies during a global pandemic. It feels very, very recent that we last had one of these events, and I almost can't believe that a year has gone by since we were last here. Last year we had a brilliant event, and I'm very, very confident that we're going to have another great afternoon of interaction and speakers today. I guess it feels very much like this is going to be a recurring theme year on year, that so much seems to have happened in the past 12 months in what is obviously a very, well, it's still a new, but is a growing area of work for many colleges and other educational institutions. I've come to see esports very much in the same way that often we talk about more traditional sports within AOC sport. And that is that the common perception is that it's all about competition, that esports is all about individuals or teams competing against each other in the various games and the various platforms. But in reality, just like traditional sport, esports is just a gateway into many, many other areas of work. So whether it's developing interpersonal skills, teamwork, whether it's employability skills, we're seeing increasingly how esports can be used as a vehicle for that. And it's obviously fantastic to see. The last 12 months, despite the lockdowns and despite the pandemic, have actually been really busy, and the partnership between AOC Sport and the British Esports Association has gone from strength to strength. And in many ways, the pandemic allowed us to have many of those really important conversations that we wanted to have about how we wanted to work together and what we wanted to present to the sector. So a number of the highlights from the past year, our partnership between our two organisations have allowed students across the country to connect with their teammates, and we've organised competitions and allowed them to compete in a safe and structured way. We saw 79 teams from 52 colleges compete in our FIFA 21 Cup, which was a real success, and for those students and those colleges, almost something to cling on to during some pretty dark periods, as we all know. We've got over 150 institutions, and not all of those are colleges, other FE institutions, schools, etc., that are now signed up to deliver esports BTEC qualifications, which again is fantastic to see, and that definitely links to those transferable skills that participating in esports brings. We're also really pleased at the area of work around inclusion in esports. So our FIFA Cup saw students with disabilities compete for the first time. With support from their tutors at National Star College, they were able to take part using specialist adaptive technology. And we're really pleased that British Esports has been able to work with the National Star and other NatSpec colleges to take this further and look at how we can increase the competitive gaming offer for disabled students. So it's a really exciting and interesting place, and we've got a really, really exciting lineup of speakers and sessions for you this afternoon. I do want to say thank you, though, before we do that, to our partners at Pearson. They're the ones that have, alongside ourselves and British Esports Association, that have been able to make this event possible. So we're really grateful for their support and our continued work with them. So that's it from me. You'll be pleased to hear. I'm going to hand over now to Elliot Bond, who's the School and College Liaison Officer at British Esports Association. He's going to be your host for this afternoon, and he's also going to be, he's a busy man, he's also going to be delivering the first keynote of the afternoon, which is Esports 101, the British Esports Student Championship. So Elliot, take it away.